Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Prairie to Chien. Back on the island, Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, along with Chuck Rasmussen, as we are set to go with our 4 o'clock ball game here. Chuck, this another one of those elimination games between a couple of teams that, well, you know, they came in with some pretty good records and now they're battling to stay alive.
Yes, it's going to be, as you say, Stratford against Little Chute. Stratford comes into this game with a record of 25-5, and Little Chute with a record of 15-8-1. Stratford will be the away team. Little Chute home. And we're actually going to be starting a couple minutes early.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, leading things off for Stratford, it would be Jack Tubbs. He'll be followed by Riley Spindler and then Braden Schiller. Tubbs, number 7, the shortstop. On the mound is Drew Joten. Number 10 for Little Chute. The 0-1 pitch. The ground ball towards the second baseman, Colin Gast. Pick it up and he'll toss over to first for out number 1. We'll give you the rest of the defense for Little Chute. Kyler Marquardt. Behind the plate, Garrett Johnson. The first baseman, Colin Gass, who just fielded that, is the second baseman, Charlie Vandenberg. Shortstop, and Ethan Melendrez at third.
Every once in a while I'm watching and I see that things kind of pixelate a little bit. It really depends on, we have an Ethernet connection, but it's coming out of a router that we hope continues to get enough megabytes to keep the run going. So we do apologize and thank you for your patience.
All right, Ken, virtually 2/3 of what you just said meant very little to me. Right over the top of my head. That's why I'm glad you're doing all the work over there. So this is Riley Spindler batting now, the second baseman. They count 1 and 2 on him, and there's a nice grab by Ethan Melendrez at third base on that line shot.
Well, that happened so quick I couldn't punch the button quick enough on that one, but great snag.
2 down. It's going to bring up Braden Schiller. The outfield for Little Chute, Caden Kerrigan is in left, Grant Van Gompel in center field, and Tyler Fisher is in right. Pitch bounces in. Once again, Ken, here I'm going to ask you to give us the umpire lineup and whenever you're ready.
Sure. We have Rich Kaiser actually behind the plate for the balls and strikes today.
It's a fly ball out towards right field. Tyler Fisher is there. He camps under it and he'll make the catch for out number 1. We go to the home half of inning number 1. No score.
Vernon Danes will be taking care of the first base line and the bag. Nick Betts at second base, and over here at third will be Lynn Eisensee. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom half of inning number 1.
Bottom half of inning number 1. It'd be Charlie Vandenberg, Caden Kerrigan, and Drew Jolton. Top 3 in the lineup for Little Chute. And the first pitch swung on and missed by Vandenberg. On the mound is Brady Schmidt. Behind the plate, Brady Bird. For Stratford. The 0-1 pitch. Catches the strike zone. 0-2. First base is Henry Zaleski. Riley Spindler is at second. Jack Tubbs, the shortstop, and Vance Kilman at third. Oh, there's a shot to Spindler at second, and that's going to be an E4 to start things off. That'll bring up Caden Kerrigan. Kerrigan, number 5, playing left field. And he puts down a bunt on the third base side. The third baseman gets it. Nice job there by Vance Kilman. And they almost get Vandenberg out of position there, but back in. A good job by Kilman. Sacrifice complete. As we bring up Drew Jolton, pitcher today, number 10. We found, with a few exceptions, runs are a premium. And when you can score one, you take it every time you can. There's a strike. Count at 1-1 with 1 out to Jolton, the number 3 batter in this lineup for Little Chute. There's a fly ball out towards right, hooking, and it's going to get by the right fielder. Runner from second will score easily, and into third. The tag being put on, Jolton out. So nice relay.
Boy, what a shot. Never gave up on it.
The outfield for Stratford, Alec Chapel in left, Braden Schiller in center field, and Landon Z. I call him because I pronounce his name wrong all the time. I believe it might be Zossalon. Batting is Garrett Johnson with 2 outs. Johnson, number 30, playing first base. We've talked about how calm Johnson seems in the batter's box. And at the same time, we see his swing and gets a hold of it. It goes. Count at 1-2 to Johnson. And the board must be incorrect out there. Now it's got it as far as 2-2. There's a swing and miss. One run in for Little Chute. They lead 1-0 after one. Visiting half of inning number 2. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup here for Stratford. Vance Kielman, Brady Schmidt, and Landon Z. And that first pitch is foul by Kielman. Drew Joten back on the mound for Little Chute.
I want to say thanks to Kurt Spaeth, Next Home real estate agent. Of course, his business over there in the Stratford area. Boy, I tell you what, there's a guy talk to if you're looking to sell or if you're looking to move to that Stratford area. It's a pretty neat lay of the land, we'll say, up that direction.
Pitch number 11 from Joten. He made it through the first in 8 pitches.
Thanks to Kurt and his family. And, of course, Drew, head coach here for Stratford. Congratulations to them. Their family is growing.
Kielman will go down looking for out number 1. Brady Schmidt steps to the plate now. Number 23, Schmidt pitching today. Ken, I won't let you get to the point here pretty soon of trying to fly ball out towards right field. Tyler Fisher will be there. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Giving us the background or how each of these teams got here to this game.
Well, Little Chute last night they lost 4-1 to Jackson, and that put them into this bracket, this 4 o'clock ball game against Stratford. Stratford, let's see now, I got to remember here, they got a win over Arcadia to propel themselves into this 4 o'clock game. They won that one, I believe, 2-0 if what I have down for my notes here. I knew it was a pretty good ball game.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there was a ground ball foul. Most all of the ball games have been pretty good. A couple of them by the time it got to maybe the latter inning or two got to be a kind of a runaway.
Yep.
But, I mean, you should expect that here as far as in the state tournament.
Right, some close games.
Yeah, some close games. We've seen some. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop bobbles. And Vandenberg will be charged with an error, allowing Landon Z to reach first.
Catcher number 4, Brady Bird.
Bring up Brady Berg.
Well, and I think a good example, Chuck, what you're saying with that is this previous game, the Viroqua Prairie du Chien game, that was a 5-1 ball game, still within reach for the 138ers of Viroqua, and then all of a sudden the Grasshoppers really got hot.
And that pitch is going to get by Marquardt. Landon Z down to second. Pass ball. Brady Berg batting. Berg, number 4, the catcher. Count 1-0 on him. Fouled off. You know, at the same time, we have seen, in my opinion, some tremendous defense. We've seen some mental errors. Defensively, we've seen way too many, more than one is too many in my mind as far as communications between maybe the infield and the outfield and letting fly balls that should be caught drop. We've seen a couple errors as far as batting wise where somebody not maybe picking up a signal from their coach and fouled back by Brady Berg. But overall, very well played. The pitching has been very, very good.
Yes. And now when you're getting into your number 3 and number 4 pitchers, that's really interesting.
It is. It is. And, we saw that in that last game there with Prairie. A young man there,
Jones.
Had 90-some pitches. He pitched a complete game.
Yeah.
Not a fireballer at all, but just always around the plate. The two pitch. Z is going to get to third. I think that bounced off his helmet, that pickoff attempt by Jolton. If that would have been able to have been caught by shortstop there, it'd have been a real tough call probably for the umpire. All right. So Landon over to third. 2 outs to count it 2-2. And that will be a strikeout for Jolton. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2, 1-0.
Our thanks going out also to Post 258, Jacob Kopus, I hope I'm Kopus, American Legion group out there cheering on the Little Chute team.
Bottom half of inning number 2, 1-0 is their score. It's going to be Colin Gass, Ethan Melendrez, and Kyler Marquardt batting here for Little Chute. Brady Schmidt back on the mound. His pitch is going to be swung on and fly ball out towards center field. That's carrying pretty good. Schiller had to pick up the pace to back up on that. A little breeze. It is blowing out from the infield. Out number 1. This will bring up Ethan Melendrez. Number 4, the third baseman. Schmidt looks in for the sign. Set. And he delivers a strike. That was pitch number 14 for Schmidt. There's a grounder to the shortstop. Shortstop throws the ball away. So that'll be an E6.
Tough one there, trying to get his footing down and get the release for the out. Unfortunately, not happening there.
Not for Tubbs that time. He's been pretty reliable there at shortstop.
Yes.
It's going to bring up Kyler Marquardt. The defense, or at least the third baseman, moves in, so he's at the edge of the grass. Throw over to first by Schmidt. Lindres back in easily. Gets himself his lead. Third baseman backs up now. And a called strike on Marquardt. Count it 0-1. Fly ball. Hit pretty good out towards left center field. It's going to be off the fence. And they're going to hold the runners. Second and third.
Tell you what, they got that ball in quickly, Chuck.
They did. But, Marquardt hit that one hard. It's going to bring up Grant Van Gompel. Number 1, the center fielder. Runners at second and third. Oh, it was a bunt attempt. I don't know if that was set up to be a squeeze bunt or not, but either way, it looked like it was called a foul ball. 0-1, one down. There it is, the bunt put down. Nice bunt down the first base side. The runner, the batter will be tagged out, but a run will score. And Marquardt over to third. Lindres scores.
Yeah, he got the job done there.
Yeah. Runner at third. Brings up Tyler Fisher. Throw down to third. As Marquardt got another step there. As that ball popped away from Brady Berg. And had to hustle back. Fisher, number 12, the right fielder. Takes ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Pop foul. Out of play. Count it 2-1. Both pitchers now at 23 count-wise. 2 outs here in the second. The home half. Called strike. You can see the scoreboard. They've had some difficulties with it off and on during the tournament. Count full, 2 outs. The pitch. There's a fly ball out towards center field. The center fielder is not going to be able to get that base hit for Fisher. And an RBI.
Yeah, I was talking with Dan Shirkett a little bit at the end of the night last night, and he said that when they got this, they did the program. They did not get a manual for the scoreboard, so he goes, "I've had to figure this out myself." So It's a little tricky, he said.
This is top of the order. Charlie Vandenberg. He reached on an error in the first inning and scored a run. Throw down the first. Back easily is Fisher. Vandenberg has finished his junior year in high school. Vandenberg an all-conference selection. Pops this one foul. Count goes to 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Runner takes off. There's a slap hit between first and second for a base hit, and it's going to get by the right fielder. And as it does, the runner takes off, and at the same time, Vandenberg then, with the throw coming in, he'll move on to second. Single and an error.
I didn't really notice, Chuck, if it took a weird bounce or if it skipped. I didn't see what happened. All I saw was he had to turn around and run after it.
I almost think this is my observation from what I think I saw, is that he maybe picked up his glove a little bit too quick.
Oh, okay.
And that happens.
Yep.
This is Caden Kerrigan. Kerrigan sacrificed in the first inning. And they count 1-1 on him. Kerrigan just graduated in all conference selection also. One pitch. Here's a called strike on Kerrigan. They get 1-2 with 2 outs. There's a slap towards left. It's going to be a base hit, and this one's going to skip by the left fielder, and he's in the runner, Kerrigan. And put down a single and another E.
That's a tough one right there, too. That's a couple times now in the outfield. Things have kind of gone awry.
Yeah. The field is, in my opinion, in very, very good shape.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to get a little timeout here. We'll do the same. We'll be right back with more baseball action.
Four runs already across the plate here in the second inning for Little Chute. They have 4 hits, but there's also been 3 errors in this inning. Runner on second. The batter is the number 3 batter, Drew Jolton. Jolton with a base hit in his first at bat. Jolton also just graduated, and another all-conference performer for Little Chute. There's a fly ball. It's going to be out of play. There's a called strike on Jolton. One and two the count, 2 outs. It's going to be popped up, out of play. Good hustle by Brady Bird just to make sure that it is out of play.
Well, Chuck, excuse me, I was just going to mention here, the winner of this game is going to play the winner of our 7 o'clock game, which I thought was rather interesting, checking these out a little bit here, checking out the potential.
All right. High pop up. And it's going to be a foul ball.
Prairie Chien will play the loser of that 7 o'clock game coming up between Jackson and Denmark.
Two pitch. And it'll be a line drive snagged by Jack Tubbs there at short for the 3rd out. But 1, 2, 3, 4 runs across here for Little Chute. They lead 5-0 after 2.
Well, my sincere thanks going out to a number of those folks helping out with the sponsorship. American Family Insurance, Michael Lenzendorf Agency here in Prairie du Chien, the Bank of Cash and Scott Wall, Bethel Home and Services in Viroqua, as well as CNC Landscaping on the south side of Viroqua, Cash and Farm Supply for your organic feed and seed, that is Ernie Peterson. Central Express in downtown Cashton and on Highway 27, once again, Pasture Pride Cheese. Along with Chaseburg American Legion, Post 202, and Coon Valley American Legion, Post 116.
All right, the top half of inning number 3. This is Alec Chapel, I believe. Yes, Alec Chapel batting. It's a called strike on Chapel. Drew Jolton back on the mound. I believe the count is 2-1. Again, we're having problems with the big scoreboard. It must have been 3-1, but Chapel will take the walk.
Well, it had ball 9 on there.
Oh, now look at this.
Holy cow.
The line for the guest,
Yeah.
088295419. That sounds like a phone number we
I
should
guess.
call.
Yeah, that's not good.
Henry Zaleski batting. There's a called strike on Zaleski. Zaleski, number 13, playing first base. We're in the top of the third inning. There's a called strike on Zaleski. Yes.
Dan's trying to get everything all reset again. That's all I want to say is good luck, Dan.
Yeah. Hopefully he does, because he become very reliant on that. A pop-up is going to be the shortstop. Vandenberg will make the catch for out number 1. Back to the top of the order for Stratford, Jack Tubbs. Steps up to the bat. Tubbs grounded out to the shortstop. His first plate appearance. Tubbs will be a junior this fall in school. All-conference selection player of the year, if I got my notes right.
Wow.
As just finishing his sophomore year. Again, I thank the coaches. I thank parents. I wasn't able to get a hold of the coaches for the information that we've got here as far as like the grades and the all-conference information and things like that. So much appreciated. And there's a ground ball hit to the second baseman. Second to short for 1 and on over to first for the double play. Nice turn there by Gast to Vandenberg to Johnson.
Well, we'll take the break and come back. We still have that 5-0 score as they're working on that scoreboard yet. Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, John Maslevicek helping us out with the broadcast once again. We also want to say thanks to Tom Weston, Citizens First Bank in Viroqua, Larry Service and family, Coon Valley Dairy Supply on the north side of Coon Valley, and Nanjean Schultz on the edge of town heading north. On the outskirts, I should say, of Coon Valley Tax Service.
Home half of inning number 3 would be Garrett Johnson, Colin Gast, and Ethan Melendrez. Number 4, 5, 6 in the lineup for Little Chute. Little Chute with a 5-0 lead after 2.5. Two and 0 on Johnson. Johnson swings. It's a ground ball to Keelman at third, and Keelman on over to first for the out.
Nice job on the long throw.
Playing pretty deep there.
Number 6, Colin Gast.
So bring up Colin Gast.
Well, another timeout here as coach comes out. We'll see if there's any change when we return. Couple more of our terrific sponsors. Coon Valley Telecommunications, along with Countertops by Design, Link Buckles, Crossing Rivers Health. Go to crossingrivers.org for more information about this 5-star bridge to wellness. More than 100 services. Crossing Rivers Health, Prairie du Chien, and Fenimore.
Vance Kilman in pitching now. Called strike. It's bounced in by Kilman. We have one out. This is Colin Gast batting. Just missing the plate or the strike zone. 3-1. Bounces off the batter again. Wow, I just cannot believe the number of times we have seen that.
Yeah.
Or a swing. Ground ball to the shortstop. Tubbs on over to first, and that'll be the second out.
Denmark youth baseball and softball wishing the best to the Denmark squad. We'll see them coming up here for too long. Eagle Title Company, Lori Holte helping us out, and Mark Evinger and family at Evinger's Equipment Sales and Service.
I believe we'll have, it's Henry Zaleski at third base now, and Brady Schmidt is over at first with Vance Kilman pitching. Number 3, number 13, and number 23 involved in that change there. This is number 4, Ethan Melendrez batting, He's got a fly ball out towards left. Alec Chapel will be there, and he'll make the catch. 3 up, 3 down here in the home half of inning number 3 for Little Chute. Top half of inning number 4 will be the 2, 3, and 4 batters for Stratford. They find themselves trailing 5-0 after 3. Riley Spindler lined out to the third baseman in the first inning. Spindler will be a sophomore this fall. There's a grounder, 1 hopper, 2. Johnson at first. He'll stay calm, picks it up, and he'll beat the runner there for 3 unassisted for out number 1.
Nice little recovery there by him. First National Bank and Trust out of Trust Company, I should say, out of Arcadia, helping us out. All the best banking services at your fingertips, found up there in Arcadia.
Braden Schiller steps up. Schiller flew out to right field to end the first inning. Schiller graduated this past spring. Second team all-conference player for Stratford. The 1-1 pitch from Jolton. Just misses. That was pitch number 37 for Jolton. That was right there. Marquardt, it's like, where'd it go? Count it 3-1 with 1 out. Jolton delivers. Going to be high. All right. Well, they were anticipating, I guess. So the count at 3-1 now.
Viroqua Eagles post 2707 helping us today. And stop in at Jim's Bar right here on Blackhawk Avenue in Prairie du Chien. Always something good going on there.
Popped up. Gonna hear a thunk. Nope. Went right past. Sorry.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah. Where we're stationed here on the third base side. Count is full. On Schiller. Vance Kielman on deck. Full count pitch. Well, yeah, I thought so too, and nobody was quite sure, but that was ball 4.
That's the tough part because you can't hardly trust that
No.
scoreboard.
No.
And it's not Dan's fault.
No.
It's being temperamental.
Yeah, he is as good as anybody as far as working that scoreboard or any of them. This will bring up Vance Keelman. Keelman struck out in the second inning. Keelman will be a junior this fall. Honorable mention all conference. Number 3. There's a ground ball. It's going to get a base hit for Keelman. Schiller moves up. And according to my notes here, that was the first hit for Stratford.
Wow.
To bring up Brady Schmidt. Swing and miss by Schmidt. Schmidt will be a senior this fall, also an all-conference performer. There's another base hit. Coach is going to hold the runner from second. So back-to-back hits now for Stratford. Bases are full. Yeah.
Good. I was going to say that was a good job holding him because that ball got back down to home plate rather quickly. Came up firing.
Landon Z's batting. He reached on an error in his first at bat. He's the first pitch for a ball. Pitch count now for 47 for Jotun. Runners get their lead. 1 out. Two and 0 the count. Strike one. 2 and 1. 1 out. Bases loaded. Foul. 2 and 2. That's down low. We're count full.
The team that loses this particular game, they will finish tied, we'll say, for 4th with Viroqua going out the same time, finishing the top 4 of this tournament.
There's a swing and miss. Big strikeout there for Jotun.
Wow.
2 outs. Bases loaded. This is going to bring up Brady Berg. Berg struck out in his previous appearance. But you look at the bridge right now, you got to feel sorry, don't you? Number of cars going across the bridge over to Iowa. You know, they were probably over here in Wisconsin enjoying our great state. Now they have to go back.
Got to go back home.
Yeah, got to go back home. Maybe they were just released from some facilities. I don't know. The ground ball hit to the first baseman. First baseman stays with it, and a throw over to first.
Oh.
And as we said, Garrett Johnson knocked it down, stayed with it, kept his calm, and threw it over to Jotun covering the bag. Nice play there by Johnson and Jotun.
Yes, the big guy did the job out there.
Yes,
and so did Jotun, as you said. He still had the presence of mind. Yep. He scooted over to first base. So terrific play. Well, we're going to come back with more here. We move to the bottom of the 4th here in just a moment's time. Leisure Time Sports Bar and Bowl right here on Marquette Avenue in Prairie, helping us out. Stop in there for great meals and $2 bowling night. Speaking of bowling, Nordic Lanes with open bowling. Their league is coming up very shortly here in the latter part of August, so stop in, check that out. And O'Reilly Auto Parts, Viroqua, Prairie du Chien, and beyond.
7, 8, and 9 in the lineup here for Little Chute. This is Kyler Marquardt. He's got the count at 0-2 right now. Marquardt doubled and scored a run in the second inning. And he's going to swing at that one. He's going to get away from the catcher. The pitcher quickly over to get it, and he kind of throws it away. So the runner is going to go all the way to second. He'll be safe there. Good hustling there by Marquardt.
That was just a really weird play because on the swing and a miss, and the ball kicked off the catcher and went back out into the infield. And by the time the pitcher got to it and threw it down, it got away from the first baseman. And like you said, Chuck, he never slowed down.
Oh, this will bring up Grant Van Gompel. Van Gompel sacrificed in his first plate appearance. And there's a fly ball out towards center field. Schiller will make the catch for out number 1. We'll bring up Tyler Fisher. Fisher singled in, scored a run in that 4-run second inning for Little Chute. Called strike on Fisher. One out. Count it 1-1.
Quick discussion here now as catcher will come out. We say thanks to Organic Valley, Cashton, and Lafarge, bringing you all 14 games, as well as Peck's Corner out there on County D near Cashton. And our friends here at PDC Dentistry, the Thompson family.
Brady Berg, the catcher. It's Vance Kielman pitching now. Swing and miss. Nice job by Berg to keep that ball in front of him. Brady Schmidt is at first. Riley Spindler at second. Jack Tubbs at shortstop. Henry Zaleski is at third. One out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fisher batting, and he'll loop one towards the first base, and Brady Schmidt will make the catch for out number 2. The outfield for Stratford, Alec Chapel in left, Braden Schiller in center field, and Landon Swasalan, Landon Z out in right field. Top of the order, Charlie Vandenberg. Vandenberg has reached on an error and a single, scored 2 runs. Gilman steps off again. Just not quite comfortable there, or if he thinks that Marquardt's going to try to steal third or what. 2 outs. The pitch. A strike to Vandenberg. The 0-1 pitch. just misses the strike zone. And we go to 1-1. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. And it's going to be an error by the shortstop. And now they got the runner in a tough spot, and he's going to get ran down. And so they're out number 3.
Bit of a tough break for Little Chute, but heads up for Stratford.
For certain.
Back with more baseball here. We take a look at some of our wonderful sponsors. Peck's Corner helping us out today. We appreciate Nick Brigham, along with Proline Printing, Chet Melcher, supporting the broadcast, and Rural Mutual Insurance in Viroqua, the Kevin Blusky Agency.
Top of the 5th for Stratford. It'll be 8-9-1 in their lineup. This is Alec Chapel. Chapel walked his first appearance. And Stratford trailing in the top of the 5th by a score of 5-0. Drew Jolton on the mound. That was pitch number 56 for Jolton. Count it 1-2. The ground ball hit to the third baseman, Melendrez. Strong throw. Good grab by Johnson, and that's out number 1.
Scenic Bluffs Community Health Center's corporate office in Cashton. Down in Coon Valley, it's Tim Seeland, Seeland's Carpet Land, and Snowflake Ski and Golf with Friday night steak and golf coming back.
Henry Zaleski steps in. He flew out to shortstop in his first at-bat. And there's a drive to left center field. It's going to be there for a base hit. And moving into second with a double is Henry Zaleski. Brings us back to the top of the order. Jack Tubbs. 0 for 2 in this game. 3 for 9 in the series. With 1 out, 1 on. Tubbs takes the first pitch for a ball. There's a fly ball out towards center field. Van Gompo back a couple of steps. He'll make the catch. The runner tags, goes over to third. 2 outs.
Thanks to our friends here in the Yeoman family, Sports World, Dye Sports, helping us out. Todd and Scott Yeoman.
Riley Spindler. Foul. One strike. Runner on third. 2 outs. The pitch. It's a ground ball hit to the shortstop. Vandenberg on over to first for the 3rd out.
Well, a shutout still being pitched here. We'll see what happens when we come back with more action.
Bottom of the 5th inning for Little Chute. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in their order. This is Caden Kerrigan. Batting, Kerrigan. A sacrifice and a base hit. He'll take that pitch. Kerrigan, 3 for 6 in the tournament. 1-1 pitch. Into a check swing, but it hits the bat, and it'll be a foul ball.
Odd little spin on that, but
count at 1-2 to Kerrigan. Kerrigan, the left fielder.
Stratford trying to hold the Little Chute squad down here.
Hopper right back to the pitcher. Keelman on over to first for out number 1.
Yeah, I'll have 2 shots left at him here. After this inning, it'll be the 6th and 7th to try and pick up minimally 5 runs.
To bring up number 10, Drew Jolton, the pitcher. Jolton with a base hit and a line out. He is now 4 for 8 in the tournament. He fly ball down the right side, and it's going to go foul. Jolton, also an all-conference selection. Charlie Vandenberg, the leadoff batter, also an all-conference, as is Garrett Johnson. And Caden Kerrigan.
Number of them.
Yeah, the top 4 in their lineup, all conference players for Little Chute. Jolton holds back.
Catcher knocking that one down, knocked the wind out of him a little bit. Street Smarts Driving School, we thank Kelly Olson for his support, and Brent Scheckler with SUPS, located in Fenimore, La Crosse, Lancaster, Boscobel, and now I think he said he's got a store over there in the Sheboygan area even.
Doing well.
Yeah.
Ground ball. Another hopper right back to Keelman. He'll throw on over to first for out number 2.
Swenson Doors on the south side of Viroqua. Mark and Sean helping us out today. And right here in Prairie du Chien, it's Sue Tiller with Tiller Furniture, reminding you to stop in there and check out the deals. They are closing shop by the end of December.
Garrett Johnson steps in now. Johnson 0 for 2 in this game. 2 for 7 in the tournament. Johnson just graduated this past spring. 1-0 pitch. Johnson gets into one. And it's going to go foul. And a swing and a miss. There's a snag by Henry Zaleski at third on that line drive. And that'll be the third out.
Nice job there by the shortstop. We'll take a little break. Our thanks with Thirsty Turtle in Stoddard helping us out. And Dr. Martin Midas, chiropractor, Thrive Wellness. That's in Cashton, by the way. Vernon Communications helping us out today with the broadcast, as well as Vernon Electric and Richland Electric, your Touchstone Energy cooperatives for 75 plus years. And Vernon Acres, along with Vernon Manor, supporting all of our games.
Top half of inning number 6. Brandon Schiller, Vance Gilman, and Brady Schmidt batting here for Stratford. Schiller, a fly out to right and a walk. Schiller 2 for 5 in the tournament. And a swing and miss. Schiller out. Out number 1.
Pitcher number 3, Vance Gilman.
Bring up Vance Gilman. Gilman pitching now, number 3. Gilman 1 for 2 in this game. And there's a fly ball out towards left. And Caden Kerrigan will make the catch for out number 2.
First baseman number 23, Brady Schmidt.
Brady Schmidt steps to the plate now. Schmidt 1 for 2, 3 for 6 in the tournament. Schmidt, an all-conference player, has just finished his junior year in high school. Schmidt, let me correct if I said this wrong, but Schmidt 3 for 8 in the tournament. There's a ground ball, glove by Vandenberg, on over to first, and that's the third out. Bottom of the 6th coming up.
Coming back, our thanks to the VFW of Viroqua there on the south side, and go a little further south, about maybe a quarter of a mile, and it's the Viroqua Hills Golf Course. Enjoy round of golf. Chuck, I take a look out here, and with these with the Stratford colors, of course they are the orange and black and everything, but I can't help but think about the Baltimore Orioles a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. This is Colin Gast batting down, ground ball foul. We have a defensive change. It's going to be Cole Tichy out in right field. If there was another change, I apologize. I have missed it. We have to kind of catch the information as we see it.
Yeah.
We don't have the information relayed to us.
I mean, I always thought you were pretty important. I don't know why they didn't,
Yeah. There's a strike from Keelman. And Gast, 0 for 2 today. I've got him as 0 for 3 in the tournament. And once again, the information, the numbers that we give you, very unofficial. The best that we have. Three and 1 to Gast. Little Chute. A run in the first, 4 in the second. They lead 5-0. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball to third. Zaleski. Nice stay with that ball. On over to first for out number 1.
Yeah, he took that one again right up high on the chest, but he kept it in front of him so he could make the play.
Did her a nice job there. We'll give you the defense as we have it. Brady Berg behind the plate. Brady Schmidt at first. Riley Spindler at second. Jack Tubbs, the shortstop. Third baseman Henry Zaleski, who just made that play. Alec Chapel in left. Braden Schiller in center field, and Cole Tichy in right. The 0-1 pitch. Count it 1-1. Ethan Melendrez has reached on an air and scored a run and flew out to left field. Melendrez will be a junior this fall. I've got him as 0 for 5 in the tournament. One out, count it 3-1 to Melendrez. The ground ball to the third baseman. Nice grab by Zaleski, but you're thrown away, and Melendrez into second. Bring up Kyler Marquardt, the catcher. He's got a double and a run scored. Struck out, but then reached on at the same time on a wild pitch. There's the ground ball foul. You got Kyler 1 for 4 in the tournament.
Quick timeout here by catcher. He wants to go over and chat with him about something real quick. Our thanks to WCCU, the Westby Co-op Credit Union, the corporate office right there in Westby.
The runner on second might just be checking the signs.
Yep.
Oh, 2 is the count. 1 out. There is a line drive foul. second game of today. We had 5 yesterday. 3 the day before. We didn't get the last one finished. That's why we had 5 yesterday. Count 1-2. That was pitch number 71. No, that was for Kielman. I believe that was pitch number 46. Another foul ball.
He's definitely working the line.
Yes, he is. That was pitch 47 for Kielman. Fouled back again. Marquardt staying tough at the bat. Runner at second, 1 out. The count at 1-2. Popped up, ball out of play. Kielman steps off. One-two pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Catcher scoops it, fires down to first to get the out. The runner at second on over to third, and he'll be in there safely. Two outs.
Center fielder, number 1, Grant. And Topple.
Brings up Grant Van Gompel. Van Gompel with a sacrifice and a fly out to center field. I got Van Gompel as 0 for 3 in the tournament. Looking for a base hit here. That's going to get by the catcher. The runner from third will make it home. On a wild pitch. And that will take our score to 6-0. A little dust, even with the rain that we've had, and a little watering in between time.
Yeah.
Melendrez is able to work up the dust as he slides in. 1-1 to Van Gompel. Two one. There's a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit for Van Gompel. So he does get his base hit. Base hit here at the state tournament.
Right fielder, number 12, Tyler Fisher.
Bring up Tyler Fisher. The right fielder, number 12. Fisher 1 for 2, run scored. And there's a fly ball. It's going to be out towards left. That sun is going to make it tough. It's going to fall in there. The runner is going to score easily. And now they're going to throw down to second. And Fisher will get picked off. Another run scores.
7-0 now. Little Chute out in front. They'll look to try and shut down Stratford. Stratford, well, they need 7 big ones to keep the game moving on. Thanks to the Westby American Legion, men and women helping out here with the broadcast today. Also take home that country goodness from the Westby Co-op Creamery. And when you get a chance, there's 7 convenient locations, Zip Stop, and Shane Nottestead and his great crew. My goodness, what a job he's been doing. All of our sponsors, we thank you so much for all your support. Hope you're enjoying today's streaming here on Twitch and Channel 14 here in the public community channels.
All right, batting number 21, Cole Tichy. Drew Joten on the mound yet. And that's pitch number I believe that was 70. Yeah, there's 74. The ground ball towards third. It's going to be a tough play for the third baseman. I'm going to put that one down as a base hit for Tichy. Slow roller. Melendra's playing deep. It's going to bring up Brady Berg. Catcher, Berg 0 for 2. Berg will be a sophomore this fall. 2 for 8 in the tournament for Berg. We're in the top of the 7th. Stratford needs 7 to tie. It's a called strike on Berg. Count 2-1 to Berg. Going to get out of play. Count now even at 2. Pitch, runner takes off, throw on down to second. And the runner will be safe. Tichy in there with a stolen base. And the count will be full on Berg. There's a grounder foul. Berg back in with the count full. Nobody out. Runner at first, or second. And there's a line drive foul. Can we have another game yet tonight, don't we?
Yes, we've got a 7 o'clock winners bracket ball game that will feature Jackson They are going to be taking on Denmark.
It's a ground ball to the second baseman. Gassed over to first for out number 1.
Two teams left undefeated here so far. And the winner of that game, well, they're in the driver's seat for tomorrow. And then on Tuesday as well.
Now batting number 22, Riley Brennan.
Okay, we have a pinch batter. It's Riley Koenig. Number 22. He's in for Alec Chapel. Called strike on Koenig. Runner on third is Tichy. There's a called strike. It's pitch number 87 from Jolton. Two. Followed back by Koenig. Koenig steps back in. The 2-2 pitch. It's a fly ball out towards left. Kerrigan will make the catch for out number 2.
Run will come across. Stratford on the board.
I'm guessing Jolton would have loved to had a shutout here, but his first objective is to get the win.
Yep.
Henry Zaleski, number 13. Zaleski 1 for 2 in the game, 3 for 7 in the tournament. Zaleski will be a senior this fall. The ground ball to the third base. Nice scoop by Melendrez, but a throw that's going to be off. And Zaleski will reach. Unfortunately for Melendrez, that will be an E5. Nice grab there on the short hop. It's going to bring up Jack Tubbs back to the top of the order. Tubbs 0 for 3 today, 3 for 10 in the tournament. And there's a fly ball to Kerrigan, and that will be our ball game. Little Chute wins by a score of 7-1.
We'll take a quick break, come back with the recap of today's ball game with Chuck in a moment's time. Let's take a look at more of our sponsors.
All right, Ken, I'll have you listen for the all-tournament team here, but we'll give the recap. Stratford on the short end of a 7-1 decision. 1 run on 4 hits for Stratford. They have none of their ball players with multiple hits. For Little Chute, they win by a score of 7-1, 7 runs on 7 hits. And it is Tyler Fisher going 2 for 3. He's the one with multiple hits. All right. All right, the all-tournament team, Brady Schmidt and Braden Schiller from Stratford. Okay, Ken.
All right, well, there you have it. We'll take a quick peek here at what all this means now with Little Chute picking up the win. This was game 10, so winner of game 10, they will play at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So that means Little Chute moving on. They will take on the winner of this game here at 7 between Denmark and Jackson. So that's going to be kind of an interesting ball game. We'll have that one for you here in just a little while. Well, once again, 7-1 your final here with Little Chute picking up the victory. For Chuck Rasmussen, I'm Ken Manning saying thanks for watching this Western Wisconsin video production of Class A Senior Legion Baseball Tournament. We'll come back a little bit before 7 with tonight's final ball game. So long, everyone.